Emma Willis is an English television presenter and former model, best known for her television and radio work with Channel 5, BBC, ITV and Heart FM. Willis has presented Big Brother since 2013, and she also presented spin-off show Big Brother's Bit on the Side from its inception in 2011 until February 2015. Since 2014, she has co-presented The Voice UK alongside Marvin Humes. She also hosts the Sunday Breakfast Show on Heart FM with Stephen Mulhern. In 2015, Willis co-presented BBC One game show Prized Apart alongside Reggie Yates. Early life: Willis was born in Birmingham, England, and grew up in nearby Sutton Coldfield. She has an older sister. Willis attended John Wilmot's School in Sutton Coldfield. She began modelling at the age of 17 and during her career, has worked for magazines, retailers, and companies such as Marie Claire, Elle, Vogue, Gap and Chanel. Career: Willis got her first big break presenting on MTV in 2002 before presenting various other shows including guest hosting for shows such as CD, UK, This Morning and Loose Women. ITV In 2007, Willis presented ITV2 spin-off series I'm a Celebrity. Get Me Out of Here Now, with her husband Matt before departing in 2008. In September 2012, Willis became a permanent presenter on This Morning, presenting segments in The Hub, taking over from Colleen Nolan. The Hub was axed in 2014. She was also a stand-in presenter on the main show when Holly Willoughby or Ruth Lansford are absent. Ontario, 2012, Willis began hosting the ITV2 reality show Girlfriends, which returned for a second series in 2013. On November 16, 2012, Willis was drafted into guest anchor Loose Women and has since presented on several occasions as a stand-in presenter. She covered for Carol Vorderman after she broke her nose in April 2013. She has also guest presented an episode of The Paul O'Grady Show, while O'Grady was away. In 2013, Willis co-presented the ITV game show Prize Island with Alexander Armstrong. The show had not returned since. In 2015, Willis was a team captain on the six-part ITV2 comedy panel show Reality Bites. On July 2, 2015, it was announced that Willis would present a new three-part series for ITV called The Miracle, about modern miracles. Channel 4 In 2007, Willis guest hosted the 10th week of Big Brother's Big Mouth. In 2010, Willis began presenting a Celebrity Big Brother online spin-off show entitled Celebrity Big Brother's Big Eye. While presenting the online spin-off in the same series, Willis also presented another edition of Big Mouth when Davina McCall entered the Big Brother house as part of a task. She was then later announced as the new co-presenter on the final series of Big Brother's Little Brother, hosting opposite George Lamb. Channel 5 In 2010, it was announced that Willis would replace Melinda Messenger on the Channel 5 series Live from Studio 5, but after only 2 months, Willis, herself, announced she would be departing in order to co-present Big Brother's Little Brother and was therefore replaced by Jane Meidler-Miss. In 2011, it was confirmed that she would be returning to the revived series, presenting the spin-off show Big Brother's Bit on the Side. On March 13, 2013, it was reported that Brian Dowling would be axed from Big Brother and be replaced by Willis, with a source saying, "Brian has been a great host but Emma is seen by channel chiefs as a true successor to Davina. They're talking to her now about taking over the role from the summer." It was later confirmed, on April 2, 2013 by Channel 5 that Willis would be replacing Dowling as the new host of Big Brother. On June 13, 2013, she began presenting the 14th series of Big Brother. Even though Willis presents the main Big Brother and Celebrity series, she still continues to host the spin-off show Bit on the Side, sharing the presenting duties with Rylin Clark. On February 2, 2015, it was announced that Willis was to present her final edition of Bit on the Side that night, and Clark would take over as the main presenter of the spin-off show. On March 30, 2014, Willis presented the Mum of the Year Awards, with the highlights being shown on Channel 5 that same evening. BBC In 2013, Willis was confirmed as the replacement for Holly Willoughby on the BBC One talent show The Voice UK. On January 11, 2014, she began co-presenting the third series with JLS singer Marvin Humes, who replaced Reggie Yates. In March 2014, it was announced that The Voice UK had been renewed for 2 future series. Both Willis and Humes returned to the show for the 4th series in 2015. Willis and Reggie Yates co-hosted the Saturday night game show Prized Apart on BBC One. The series began on June 13, 2015 and was axed after the first series, due to poor ratings. Radio On August 5, 2012, Willis began co-presenting Sunday Morning Breakfast with Stephen Mulhern across the Heart Network. Other work In 2015, she became the celebrity ambassador for the shaving brand Gillette Venus. Awards. In September 2013, Willis received a longlist nomination for Most Popular Entertainment Presenter at the National Television Awards in 2014. It was her second successive longlist nomination for the award. Personal life. On July 5, 2008, Emma Griffiths married Busted member Matt Willis at Rushden Hall, Northamptonshire after 3 years of dating. The wedding was featured in OK magazine. She gave birth to their first child, daughter Isabel Catherine Willis, on June 20, 2009 in Portland Hospital, London. On November 25, 2011, the couple had a baby boy, Ace Billy Willis. She is an Aston Villa supporter, her hometown club. Willis is an ambassador for the Prince's Trust. Filmography, television, guest appearances. References. External links, official website, official Twitter, Emma Willis at the Internet Movie Database.